There are several things you can do to ensure you retire before 50, but the most important thing and one you have most likely heard about is creating multiple streams of income. Throughout this video, I'll be going through ways you can ensure you can create income that work and to help me take control of my finances. Most importantly, in this day and age, it's important to create multiple streams of income so you don't have to rely on your day job. With the world turning into a more tech world, the amount of roles that are to be removed due to automation is massive. An Oxford study showed that the United States alone could lose up to 54 million jobs by 2030. I'll break down the many streams of income by the type of income you can make, and in the end discuss other ways of making money. There are 7 types of income that we will cover: earned, profit, interest, capital, dividend, rental, and royalty. Now, many of us won't be able to get all 7 types of income, but our goal is to be able to get most. Now, I won't spend too much time on earned income because this one is pretty self-explanatory. This is the money we earn from our day job, basically our 9 to 5. Profit income is one of the fastest ways to make money, and it's shockingly the easiest. This is because there's so many things that we have bought in our lives that we don't use and it's lying around our house. Take some time, look around your house. Is there anything in your household that you don't use? Maybe there is a painting that you don't like anymore. Maybe there's a purse or a briefcase. Create an eBay, Etsy, or Amazon account and sell it because there's no use for things that are just sitting around in your house accompanying space. Many of us also have used clothes that we don't wear anymore. These are things we could sell over through a thrift store. Or we have a hobby like painting or ceramics that we can utilize and make a lot of money off of. Did you know abstract paintings can sell for over $500 on Etsy? Or did you know the value of video games has significantly increased over the years? The Nintendo Switch Pokemon Let's Go console that was sold at retail price in 2018 was around $500, and now it is worth more than $1,000. The list goes on and on from the amount of additional income you can make, but my advice is to look around your house first and see the number of things you can sell. Okay, let's move over to interest income. Some of you may be wondering, interest income? Now that one is weird. How can I make additional money from interest? Well, surprisingly, this one is easy, and all you have to do is find the bank that has the best interest rate. A lot of us have money already in the bank. Majority of our money is sitting in our checking account, and we never think of transferring money over to whatever account has the best interest. Now, interest is one of my favorite ways to make additional income because it's easy. All you have to do is find the bank that pays the highest interest. Do a Google search and type in high interest savings account and pick the one you like from that group. Capital income comes from an increase in value from an asset. Capital income and profit income can be very similar to each other, and I won't really spend much time on the definition of each and what should belong to what category because it really doesn't matter. So ways to increase your capital income that wasn't discussed on profit income, I'll discuss here. Most commonly, capital income comes from owning a house or an equity and selling it at a higher price. We all already know that real estate is an increasingly profitable business, but some of us also don't have the luxury to buy a house. If you can't purchase a house, look at REIT ETFs so you have a piece of being part of the glory of owning real estate. On the other hand, equities such as stocks are a great way you can increase your capital income. Look for good growth stocks that pay dividend and invest in those. Other things we could look at is things like land. Land is relatively cheap, and just like owning a house, it does increase in value, which is very beneficial. Other things we could look at are things like gold, and as well as collectibles such as paintings, stones, apparel, and furniture. Dividend income is one of my favorite types of income to earn. It's also really easy to understand, so I won't spend too much time on it, but instead, I'll redirect you to some websites that will help you filter out what stocks you can consider. One of my favorite websites is Finviz. You're easily able to filter good growth stocks that pay good dividend. Also, with the power of compounding, it could be possible one day you have the ability to live off your dividend income. Warren Buffett in 2018 alone received $3.8 billion in dividends. My favorite ones are high dividend ETFs as it holds many equities and it's a great way to manage risk. Some of my favorites are listed here: Vanguard ETFs, SPY, iShare, as well as banking ETFs. Rental income is also really easy to understand, but many of us think the only way we could earn rental income is by owning a house, and that's not correct. There's so many other ways you could earn rental income, like renting out your storage locker, renting out your car, even renting out a parking space. You could also rent out your bed or your room. You could rent out camping equipment, camera equipment, and even bike equipment. Okay, the last type of income is royalty income. Royalty income is a bit more difficult to get. Many of them are also usually legally binding, but royalty income is gained when you allow someone to use your property. It's usually earned when you sell your book, when you sell pictures, you sell a screenplay for a movie, or you sell a piece of music. Now, there's so many other ways to make money, which I won't be able to cover all in this post, so I'll go through some, but it's important to remember that many of the things that I cover here can only be accomplished with making sure your finances are aligned, meaning you're saving a good amount, and if your credit is close to being maxed out, you paid it off or you're working on paying it off. There are so many other creative ways to make additional money, but I'll go through a few of my favorites that is easy to do that I didn't mention earlier. One of my favorites is YouTube, and if you have a credit card, make sure you have one that's high cashback or rewards and you're paying it off. Dropshipping is where you purchase items from a third party and you sell it to consumers. This is very popular on places like Amazon, Shopify, and also eBay. Also, if you create an influencer account on Instagram, you can promote ads, which in turn can help you get some extra cash. Look into also creating a gaming app or even selling an online course. If you have extra time, these are great opportunities that you could look into. You could also look into possibly creating a podcast or teaching English virtually to people all across the world. Another option is looking at freelancing, such as consulting, proofreading, being a virtual assistant, or even looking into web design. Another great option is affiliate marketing. This is when you're promoting another person or company's product. A lot of times you'll see this with popular Instagram influencers, and they get paid a lot of money to do this. These are just a few of the many ways to make additional income and get you closer to retiring by 50 or hopefully even before. I hope you guys found this post useful and really start actioning many of the things that were discussed today. At the very least, you should have your money in a high interest savings account or a good growth dividend stock. Anyways, I hope you all have a great day. Like and subscribe for more posts and leave a comment below of other topics you'd like me to discuss. Thank you.